Let's do a web soil survey. You are probably here. You've just clicked on our linkity link, and you need to now go to this website. So when you click this and you open it up, here is where you end up. We're going to start the web soil, and it takes you to a map. So we need to find our address. So I want you to put in the address of your business, whatever it is. Well, mine is in Lafayette, Colorado. So I'm just going to choose this. Let it zoom in a little bit. And if I choose the little hand thing, I can click and drag. So I'm going to show you as an example here. I'm going to click my plus and I'm going to zoom into where the school is. I can tell there's the school. I see the stadium right here. And I'm going to show you how you would create your area of interest. So you need to get about this distance from your location, wherever it is. I'm going to put it in the middle of my screen. And then I'm going to click on this area of interest rectangle. Again, remember you can pause this as we go so you can follow along with me. I want to select the region around this. So I'm going to click on this and I want you to just watch this for a second to see how this goes. So that's my region around the stadium, around the school area. So you can see it's zoomed in. It's kind of have these hash lines around here. Now, my goal is to find between 3 and 5 soil types. So if I click on soil map up here, then right now you can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of different soil types that are in here. That is too many. You can see the soil changes dramatically once I get down to here. I really would be interested, let's say for example, in this area here alone. So I don't need all this down here. So to simplify this for myself, I'm going to go back to my area of interest and I'm going to redefine my area of interest. So I'm going to stay up here, but I'm going to just end maybe somewhere around here. And that still gets this region here. Let's say if I was doing my site in this area where the softball field is. Let's go to the soil map again. Now you can see I have only 3 different soil types. And as I zoom in, you see I have one in the top left corner, the main one that's most of this area. And I'm starting to see another little area down here at the bottom. So this CAA type. And those are all just designations for different soil types. An Ascalon sandy loam is a certain soil type. And so you're going to get into that a little bit deeper later on. So once you get about 3 to 5, you know that you have a good area of interest that you can choose. So then we're going to go into the Soil Data Explorer tab. And when we go into the Web Soil Survey, it tells you what you need to do. Soil Data Explorer, Intro to Soils, and then you're going to write down some information here. So let's go back to this map and I go to Intro to Soils. And then I can click on Soils 101 and I select that and it gives me a lot of really good information. Now, one of the things that people get wrong very frequently is this question right here that asks the 4 classifications of mineral particles. And mineral particles for you are these minerals. Well, we have 5 right here. So just be careful that you're not giving mineral, water, air, and organic. I want to know the types of minerals, and there they are laid out for you. So you're going to continue on working through this assignment. Make sure that you do this in your own words. You get a 0 if you copy and paste. And then you're going to get back into the soil map. And you need to find out, this is where you list out your 3 different soil types right here, 3 to 5. And then you have to identify what percent of that material, that soil type, is organic. What percent is clay? What percent is sand and silt? So if I go into here, I can show you how to find that. We're going to close this. We are going to go to soil properties and qualities, and then we're going to go to soil physical properties. And down here it says organic matter. Well, there should be a very low organic matter. We knew that organic matter from our notes in class was a very small percentage typically. So I'm going to click organic matter. I'm going to choose all layers, and then I'm going to choose view rating. And now it's going to give me my ACA soil type. Only is 0.26% organic. That is less than 1% because there's a 0 here. So it's a very small percent of organic. CAA has 1.6%. So anyway, you're going to write down those percentages in the organic matter percent. Do the same for all of them. And then you're going to find out the USCS classification. So that would be if it is a silty sand or a clayey sand or a silt and sand together or whatever it might be, and then the soil bearing capacity, which we get from the chart in Schoology Unit 11 Lesson 1, that giant chart that we have. So in order to get this USCS classification, just follow these directions right here and you will find exactly what you need to do. It says view rating and you'll get abbreviations, letters that show you what you need to do. And finally, you're going to go to the Soil Data Explorer tab, suitabilities and limitations for use. And I want you to look at this one specific thing. It's a sanitary facilities. If you were going to put a septic tank or a septic absorption field onto your property. How limiting is it? And there's a specific reason I'm having you do that, because septic fields and septic tanks are dug out of the ground and they have to drain into the soil. And if your soil doesn't drain well, you are probably going to be very limited. So be a critical thinker here. When you get this information, you're going to take a screenshot of your results and then you're going to explain why do you think it might be limited or not limited. So make sure you discuss gravel, sand, silt, and clay in your answer, and for why you think it was limited or not limited. And that's what you got to do for this assignment. Have fun.